Hi guys, Alex, Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another video, and today's video I'm sitting inside my FK Civic Type R, but you'll probably see from the title we are talking about a new performance box on the market from a company called PGear, and it's basically a PGear performance box. What this is, in short, is essentially in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, but I'll test it and prove it, a newer, better version of a Dragy box, essentially. So what it is it's a performance box. It does everything in terms of what you would ask from a performance box. So things like 0 to 60, 100 to 200, 60 to 130, quarter miles, half miles, miles, completely user-defined distances, etc. This is 20 Hertz. What that means is, versus the Dragy box is only 10 Hertz. I say I've got the Dragy box actually here as well. This little module is 10 Hertz. And in a really simplified layman terms, 10 Hertz takes, I think, 1 or 10 measurements every second. This takes 20 measurements every second, I think, if I've got that right. But effectively, the higher the Hertz, the higher the quality of the GPS on board. So essentially what that means is the higher the number, the more accurate it's going to be. That being said, yes, of course, there's loads of tests out there with Dragy boxes, and they're actually really accurate. So, and I haven't had a problem with that. If you see people doing, quarter mile times on Santa Pod or various quarter mile strips around the world, you'll see that the Dragy typically is very accurate. So that's great, and it's good to know, because if that's accurate at 10 Hertz, this is obviously, or should be, in theory, more accurate at 20 Hertz. So yeah, that's a big tick and one up to the PGear. Like I say, it does everything that the Dragy box does, and for that reason, again, another tick, because it matches it on that respect. The difference between this PGear module and the Dragy box, or should I say a big difference, one of actually a few that I know of, is this also does track telemetry timing. So a bit like probably something more akin to something 200 to 400 to 500 pounds. Things like the V-Box will do that. This it's got loads of certified tracks all around the world, pre-built in. And yeah, essentially you can time yourself around a track and it'll give you delta, your times, it will store it, and it can take a video and overlay that video and the data onto a video, which is really good. Nice little box, lovely solid box. And then straight away this PGear module is here. This is super light. It's actually, in hand, definitely a little bit, and I think I've checked the tech spec, it is lighter than the Dragy. I mean, not that you're going to worry too much about that kind of weight in a car. Some people do, but it's lighter, which is great. So yeah, it's lighter. It also comes with something that the Dragy box doesn't. This thing is the Dragy is magnetized, so you can stick it to somewhere magnetic, maybe like a cage, but who has a cage? And I'm not being funny, I'll be honest with you, I've been in so many different cars and I've never found anywhere great to put this. So it typically will be flying around everywhere, and to the point I've even lost it and couldn't find it for ages. And yeah, and also if you're having to put it somewhere snug and safe, maybe like a glove box or even a cubby hold, what you'll find is it's obviously going to have effectively a worse signal the further away from like the screen or external parts of the car or a nice part in the car, the lower the signal is going to be. So for that reason, it's not very good in my opinion as well. This has a 1/4 inch screw, studded thread in there, female thread, which means you can either mount it to your own mount, or even better, you don't have to worry about buying a mount, because I already know that this comes with not only your charging USB charger, it also comes with a friggin mount, which is epic. So it comes with a suction mount, so you can put that, screw it onto here, real nice and easy. There you go. Tighten this little joint around the back here, and boom, that is literally done. Suction mount, I'll just do it there so you can actually see it. And that's really good as well, actually. That is seriously good. I'm not joking. That is that's better than any of my GoPro mounts, or as good as my official GoPro mount, which is like £5 million basically. That is phenomenal. It's actually only a tiny little suction mount, and there's no reason why it should adhere to that surface that great. That is brilliant. So that is actually, it's a small little mount, really lightweight as well, and it grips like hell. Seriously, that is not going to go anywhere, I can assure you. And yeah, like I say, you can angle it to wherever you want. Doesn't really matter too much. Obviously, you've got your USB port charger there. That just goes in there. Normal USB charger, and it's this generic one. I don't know how they call it. I think it's a USB B or mini. I'm not sure, but it's basically the one that virtually every appliance has these days. Old Samsung kind of like type charger. But yeah, it's really, really simple to mount, use, and I'm going to tell you obviously more about that now. Right, so next thing is obviously get the app. This is what you need. So you need to get the PGear app. Really, really simple. Just search PGear. And it's available for both Apple and Android, which is obviously the big thing that you'll want to know. So yeah, like I say, big thumbs up there. Apple and Android, don't matter what you've got. Search for PGear. As you can see, I've already downloaded that. So I'm going to just go ahead and open that. It's asking me, and it's actually prompting me, because obviously I've got the PGear here now, so it obviously knows that. It would like to use Bluetooth, so okay, I'm just going to press OK. So that looks like it's really, really simple. And actually, while I'm here and you can see the first screens that you see, it's worth obviously showing you what the kind of load screens look like, or the screens look like. The performance screens that obviously go into a big database like Dragy, and you can basically compare your cars mod for mod, make for make, car for car, against others all around the world and to your local area, etc. And yeah, you can look at the month, the history of the whole year, different years, and see where you are in terms of performance around the world, which is really, really good. And it's got a screen, again, Dragy-esque. It gives you an acceleration in G-force, your Vmax, or your speed essentially in kilometers an hour. You can change that to what you want. Altitude as well is on there. And yeah, and obviously, like I say, people can then make comments, a bit like a forum. It's really quite good. Yeah, and that's it. So let's go ahead. Yeah, I just need to log in because I haven't done a login just yet. So I'll go and do that right now. Fortunately, but just worth you noting, mine, I think being an Apple product, this is how they are. My verification code, you have to do it within 2 minutes, which is not very long, but it's fine. It should be enough because it should be instant. Mine was going to my junk folder. Just a little word of advice. Yeah, like I say, this is looking good. So yeah, let's go and get some a few little bits of performance footage for you and how it kind of does live. Other thing worth mentioning as well is kind of charge time. 1.5 hours to charge from empty to full, which is really, really quick. And battery life 8 hours. So really, really impressive. But yeah, signs are really, really good, people. I'm really excited about this. This is looking really, really good. I'm going to look to maybe give you guys a discount code in the future. So keep an eye out on this video, and I'll pop it in the bio. And like I say, links in the bio as to where you get this for the best price as well. Check that out. And like I say, it's I can't wait. This is really, really exciting for the money this is. Yeah, it's ticking the boxes, and it looks as though it can read data and give you real nice, easy readouts, performance readouts. Yeah, kind of putting and uploading stuff to kind of all your socials and stuff like that as well is really, really cool. Yeah, watch on and we'll get you some yeah, timing stuff, and then yeah, we'll let you know how it works and how accurate it seems to be, and how reliable and how easy it works, I guess. One thing I've noticed before I even set off is obviously I'm readying up the Dragy and the PGear Motorsport performance box, and the Dragy obviously always seems to have to load in and find satellites, whereas the PGear just straight away just is ready, so it can be ready really quick, whereas sometimes you have to wait 15, 20, 30 seconds before you can even get started with the Dragy, which I suppose if you maybe was in a rush or you was doing something quick, could be a bit of a nightmare, maybe at a VMAX event or something like that, or terminal velocity, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, it's not super annoying, but it's good that the say PGear is ready straight away. So yeah, like I say, onwards and ready. Let's go and test both of these at the same time. Apologies if you hear the Dragy talking, because obviously you will do while it's doing its thing. The PGear won't, but you may hear some of that. So at least I suppose you'll know when we're at 60, etc. But anyway, let's crack on. So yeah, let's do some 0 to 60s to start off with. And yeah, see what the interface is like on the PGear. Like I said before, I'm not really worried, definitely not worried about times personally in this car today, because as I was talking, basically the heavens completely opened, so it's now really wet on the surface. Obviously it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't matter. This is just literally for my own kind of benefit, to kind of know, you know, what it's like and how it kind of reads and whatnot. We'll try and do the Dragy at the same time as well. So yeah, obviously just to get that, make sure that the LEDs are reading a blue LED in the middle. Just hold that little button on the side of the PGear for a little while, and it will register, or it will know that the device is on and ready. Obviously you look at your app, just make sure it's running. Okay, so we've also done a 60-130, and the Dragy timer said 15.78, and the PGear was 15.80, so massively accurate between the two of them. So, or should we say, very, not much difference at all, and that is in a good straight line as well. So yeah, really good. I'm just going to do a 0 to 60 test to finalise, or do a few more last little tests. Yeah, and other than that, superb. It's really good. The PGear is really good. Gives you loads and loads of data back. Looks really nice. For me, is it better than the Dragy? Yeah, 100%. I really do think so. I think it's going to prove, once it's used by more and more users, it's going to do everything that the Dragy does, but obviously it also does that crucial track timing, which I love. It also is 20 Hertz as well, and it's got this mount as well. So to be honest with you, overall, there's absolutely, for me, absolutely categorically, it is better than a Dragy. Right, so I'm pretty much come to the end of the video, and yeah, I've just basically done the last 0 to 60 pull, and the Dragy box said 7.08. Don't laugh, I'm in the FK8. Basically it's 8 degrees, real feel is about 4 degrees. It's cold and it's wet basically, so or it's damp. So yeah, it just scrambles. And to be fair, this puts down the power a lot better than the old outgoing model, but that's a different video. Yeah, I digress. Basically, yeah, the Dragy done 7.08 and the PGear was 7.08. Yeah, they're so accurate and so within an absolute gnat's whisker of each other. For that reason, this PGear module is proven to be basically doing everything the Dragy does and just a little bit better, because it's got this mount that comes with it. It's cheaper, and it's going to allow you to do track timing, guys. It's so good. So yeah, like I say, guys, if you're in the market for this, like I say, I'm going to try to get a Peak Performance Reviews discount code for you at a later date, or possibly soon. check in the bio just to check in case I may have got one. If not, the best place to get it from is in the bio as well, guys. Summarization, it's every department that it needs to be as good as the Dragy, it is exactly the same, basically. Massively accurate, because I know that Dragy's been really accurate for us, and it's basically Nat's whisker pretty much giving us the same readings, which is mega. That's 20 Hertz over the Dragy's 10 Hertz, so that should be better overall. Comes with a mega mount, a really good mount, and that sticks to that like glue, the windscreen, like it's absolute to glue. It's such a good mount. Also, it gives you the track timing, guys, and that's the game changer for me, and it's cheaper. It is definitely better, and a good deal better for that money. So yeah, get yourself one, guys. If you're in the market for something like that and you've not pulled the trigger on a Dragy, save yourself 20-30 quid, whatever it is, and get a much better system in this PGear module. Like I say, links in the bio, guys. Go get yourself one, safe in the confidence that we have verified it and we love it. Massive thumbs up from us at Peak Performance Reviews. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope it's been of help to you. As always, like, share, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.